Watch how you talking to. I move quiet, never drop a clue. Snakes up in the grass, I know I spot a few. Eyes wide open, yeah, I see the things they really trying to do. Smile in your face, but they praying that you lose too. I'm the villain in it.
Hey, Young 5K back with it.
Yeah. Young 5K on this bitch.
Another video, man. Hey, what's going on YouTube? So today we're gonna be talking about my music journey so far. And so far, it's been rocky. Like, as an upcoming artist, it's gonna be hard for all of us. You know that already. If y'all are making music, then y'all know. So there's a few things that we're gonna discuss in this video, and the first one we're gonna discuss is what really got me into music. Ever since I was young, have y'all ever just like drove in the car with your mom or your dad and they just play music? Like, that's obviously what really got me going. And to be honest, like, I started off on country music. I didn't even like rap music. I really hated rap music. But then it got to a point where I would sing in my room. I'm like 5, 6 years old. I'd sing in my room. It wouldn't even be words. It'd be jumble and all this bullshit from as I would listen to music and stuff. It would just like, it was like my sense of therapy. You feel me? Like when I felt sad, got that shit off my chest. When I felt mad, you know, you got that mad music. You got all these genres, and I think it really just like kept me going throughout life. And I seen how it inspired me. So it's like, why not inspire other people if that inspires me so easily? And I just love music. I love the way it makes me feel. I love the character it builds. I love the things you get to do as a music artist, you know? Like, music really started as a way to get things off my chest. Like, I had thoughts, you know, emotion, moments I couldn't really explain to people. But music was a place that made it easier and made me feel safe to explain how I felt, if y'all understand. Like, I wasn't trying to be famous or anything or blow up overnight. I just it's somewhere I went when I was feeling low. If y'all get the gist. Like some days the music, it was like motivation. The other days it'd be therapy. And it got to a point where instead of listening to it, I decided to make it. And another reason I want to make this video is because like I'm still learning and I'm still growing. I'm still building the character that I am and who I'm going to become. And I want to show y'all like I'm an upcoming artist. Like, I literally just started like, what, 2 years ago, and still yet I have barely any songs out, barely any views. Like, this is not easy, and if y'all got it like that, then shit, congrats. But with music, I love the story that it builds, like I said, and I can't stop what I love, you know what I mean? Like, especially if I can turn this into a job, which a lot of people obviously would love to turn music into a job, but it takes time, and it also takes money to provide that. And that's another point. It's like, it's so hard because money gets in the way. And as a music artist, if y'all know, music studios, for an hour it's like 100, 200, 300, depending on where you go, even in thousands if you go to some crazy shit. But that's when you might as well just invest in your own shit, but it still costs money to get there. And some other reasons why I started making music is I had a story to tell, and not everyone listens to what you speak, but people feel in music. So it's like, you gotta use something to your advantage. But I'm not perfect, and I'm not where I want to be, obviously, like I said. And it isn't me, it's a purpose. I started making music because I wanted more out of life, you know. More expression, more meaning, more control over who I am, and to show my own story. Music showed me that I don't have to fit in, and you can create your own lane, basically, you feel me? Y'all, I ain't here to follow trends. I'm here to build my own. But I don't even have the perfect setup. Like, I didn't, but I had a computer, I had a mic, I had an interface, I had everything I needed for my music. But then, at the end of the day, shit happens. Some had a computer, some had a mic, like, something happened. So now I'm back down to ground zero, but I have a buddy up in another town, and he helps me record, and he has like a little place I can go and cook up, you know? But the next topic I want to cover is like the journey. It gets messy and uncomfortable, but it's real, you know what I mean? And this is just the beginning. It's just the beginning. People need to understand, like, this shit really don't happen overnight. And I know a lot of people say that shit, but you gotta have motivation. It gotta be something that you actually love for it to succeed. Because if you wake up and you just don't do shit all day, where are you going? Even if you don't have a setup, wake up, write something down, listen to beats, get melodies, like, perfect your shit. And then once you do get that time to go to the studio, boom, you're ready. The engineer's gonna be like, damn, look at this nigga. You know, you cooking, because you You took your time with your shit. To be honest, most of these niggas that already have their setup, they just go straight to their setup and they just start putting random shit down. Half the time, a lot of that shit don't even have meaning, or it doesn't have any thought process to it. But people love the idea of making music, but they don't talk enough about how like hard this shit really is. It's hard because there's no guaranteed path. There's no schedule, no promises that your work will pay off at the end of the day. For like example, some days you'll feel very inspired and like all these other artists and what they're doing, and other days you'll just feel invisible, like you're doing all this work for no reason, and you gotta fight that feeling, you know. You're competing with doubt, distractions, and your own expectations. Like you might say your expectations all the way up here, but you're right here right now, gang. Like you gotta wait till you can get up there. You gotta wait. You gotta look at it as like, if it was easy, then none of this would be worth it. Like if you fight so hard for something you love, and you fight and you fight and you fight, and once you actually succeed, that feeling is gonna be amazing, gang. Like it's gonna be amazing. But the music journey is also hard because it challenges you mentally before it actually rewards you financially. Like you create something personal and then you put it out to the world to judge, you know. You're creating small wins privately while others are showing their wins publicly, you know what I mean? The hardest part isn't making music, it's believing in yourself when nobody else does. And what I mean by that is you can't go ask your friend like, hey, does this sound good? And then he's like, oh yeah, it's good, bro. Like sometimes they might be lying to you, or they're not giving you the amount of detail that you want, and you start chasing what other people think. But if this is something you love, make sure it sounds good to you. You know what I mean? As long as you like it, and you like it, someone else out there's gonna like it. Like, come on now. And some other examples is progress doesn't always look like progress. You can work every day and still feel stuck. Like stuck meaning like you trying to write something down and you get writer's block. You can't come up with the next lyric. You get mad, or you get up in the studio and you're halfway throughout your song and then you just lose motivation. Like you gotta fight that. You gotta fight through that. Find different strategies that work for you to get through that. But it's staying consistent when nothing is popping, and yet that's the real test. A lot of the reasons is because like the journey is like it's lonely. It gets lonely. Late nights, headphones on, doubting yourself. You know what I mean? Like you're all alone in your thoughts. Friends might not understand, and like they might not understand why you keep going. They like, why does dude keep doing this? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, growth happens when no one's watching and it's just you on that grind. But for the financial aspect of music, it's hard because passion doesn't pay right away. You invest time, money, energy before you even see a return come back to you. You're working a regular job while you feel like you're chasing a dream that's far and way behind you. The music journey, it's like it forces you to grow. It forces you to learn patience. It teaches you humility, and it teaches you consistency. But guys, to wrap up the video, the last thing on why the music journey is so hard is because it asks everything from you before it gives you it back. It's a test of your patience, like I said, the confidence and the belief in yourself, really, at the end of the day. But if you're still here after the doubt and the silence and the setback, that means this is just a phase, and we finna switch phases, gang. So just believe in yourself, pray to God, keep God in your life, and hey, we back at it with another one, gang. So I'm finna catch y'all at the next one. Yeah, Young 5K on this bitch. They gon' push you around and do what they want. Ain't no loving these shits for a thug. There's a bug in the system, ain't no will. It's now screaming for help. I was a young and broke down on that bench. My father